healed body, right? And so we have been on a challenge. Today is happening to be day 18, and we've continued to do different things, which I won't be able to highlight all of them today in this one single video or things like that recording. But you can be able to look a little bit more into the details and to understand the various things that we have been doing if you are able to peruse through and look through the different things that we have looked at in the last couple of weeks. It's almost 3 weeks at the moment. And once you've done that, and once you understand that we are on day 18, so this is going to be the content or the activities that will be for day 19, which will be tomorrow. And so we bring the activities a day before, so that at the end of the day, you are able to engage with those activities, to be able to come up with a plan for yourself if there's anything that you need to make shifts, adjustments, whatsoever, so that in the end you are able to be able to participate in the challenge. And so tomorrow, being day 19, the activity that we will be doing will be kind of in a way feeding our mind, because of course having a healthy body includes the mind. I don't believe that we need to exclude our minds in our health. That's why our mindsets are key. That's why our emotional well-being is key. That's why being able to have healthy minds is also part of a healthy body. And so we are going to be feeding our minds tomorrow. We are feeding our minds by encouraging ourselves to ensure that we are able to read something that is going to be positive for our minds. So you might want to pick up a book if you are able to read. Some people read a book in a day. If you're not able to read a book in a day, you can as well read a chapter of a book. You might as well want to read a blog. You might want to read a poem. You might want to read whatsoever thing that it is. I don't really care what it is, as long as it's something that qualifies in the sense that it gives you the opportunity to feed your mind with positivity. It gives you the opportunity to feed your mind in such a way that it allows you to be able to appreciate the different things that you have, appreciate your life, appreciate the blessings that you have, but also it gives you that opportunity to be able to ensure that you are kind of in a way feeding on the positivity. What you feed will always grow. If you don't like something, the best way to be able to get rid of that thing is basically starving it. But if you want something to grow, then you need to feed it. And so if you want to have a healthy, positive mindset and outlook, you need to feed your mind with things that will give you that healthy, positive outlook. And so what we will be doing tomorrow is you pick what you want. If you're able to read a book in a day, why not go for it? If you're not able to read a book, even if you start with a chapter, that's already good enough. That's already a positive step in the right direction. And so what I'm just encouraging you to do is ensuring that you're reading something, again, as I say, that will be catapulting your mind, that will be stirring you towards positivity, stirring you towards thinking about positive things. I love when I am encouraging myself. When I think about things, I always think about, what am I thinking about? Is it something that is positive, right? Is it something that is is good? Is it something that is trustworthy? Is it something that is of a good report? Is it something that is going to build me up? Is it something that is going to encourage me in one way or the other? Or is it something that is going to bring me down? And so once you're encouraging yourself and continuously making reading a habit, that could be a skill that you might want to build on this year. That could be something that you might tell yourself, I really want to build this muscle by encouraging myself to read a book on a day-to-day basis. They say sometimes the hidden secrets are in books, and most of us don't explore those secrets because we don't allow ourselves to read. There are also ways, if you don't want to read the physical book, you can read like audiobooks. I'm not a great fan of audiobooks because, of course, I'm still old school. I love to sit down with a good book and just read that book, or I love to encourage myself just when I have a paper copy, I can scribble in. I can be able to take some notes. Sometimes when I'm reading and writing some stuff down. And so that's something that I love to do because, of course, I'm still old school. I still get like paper copies of my bank statements because I just love to have those old school stuff. I love old is gold, as they say. But if you're new generation, or if you are part of people that love to go with the technology, there are audiobooks. You could get yourself an audiobook, listen on the go, listen as you're going for a walk or as you're going for a run or wherever that you're doing. You might as well be encouraging yourself in the background, just feeding yourself, feeding your mind, feeding your mindset, and just reminding yourself that some of these positive things. Maybe the best thing you can do as well, if you're selecting, if it's a chapter or wherever that you're reading, you might want to understand it. You might want to ask yourself, what is it in particular do I want to understand? Or do I want to comprehend? Or do I want to be able to grow into? For example, if you're wanting to do something about nutrition, well, wanting to do something about your health, you might want to read about maybe how to effect it, to have maybe a balanced diet, or what are the components of a diet, or how to start a healthy journey. There are so many books out there. I love nutrition's idiots for nutritionists, or nutrition something about idiots, which is just basic foundational stuff about nutrition. And you can be able to find that information around that can easily be able to enable you and encourage you to study something about nutrition. Or it might be something that you want to learn about, let's say I don't know. It all depends on the different things that you want to do, and just encouraging yourself and saying, at the end of the day, by the end of the day, I should be able to do a chapter. And of course, if you're doing a chapter, one chapter alone is not going to change your life. It's not going to bring so much transitioning and transformation. So you may want to start with a chapter and probably build up, and maybe the next day do another chapter, another day do another chapter, until reading becomes part of your lifestyle. It becomes part of your activities. It becomes part of your day-to-day endeavors or day-to-day things that you do. So if you're new here, my name is Claire. It's been great having you. It's been great talking to you and chatting to you. And if you want to support this, you can just click that like or subscribe. That will go a long way in helping us and supporting what we